Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Triple N Talk Show. I am Dr. Nik Nikam, and we have a very special guest from India and, of course, Bollywood, which is a heart-throbbing topic for everyone, not only in India but all across the globe. In fact, our special guest is Manoj Bajpayee. Mr. Manoj Bajpayee, we are delighted to have you. And Manoj Bajpayee is from Bihar, and he has been a leading Bollywood actor, in acting in more than 50 movies in Hindi, in addition to Telugu and Tamil movies. He has received great accolades for his role as a dacoit, and he's going to explain to us his persona when he plays as a dacoit in the movie. What's this movie? Bandit Queen. That's right. He's also been recognized for his leading roles in films such as Aks, Satya, Pinjar, and Gangs of Wasepur. Yeah. He has also received numerous Filmfare Awards and National Film Awards. Ladies and gentlemen, we are delighted to have Mr. Manoj Bajpayee here in Houston, Texas. Mr. Manoj Bajpayee, it's a delight to have you here. Welcome to Triple N Talk Show. Let's start off with your background, where you started and what got you interested in the entertainment industry.
No, since my childhood, I was always interested in becoming an actor.
Yeah.
So that was it. I don't even remember when it actually struck me. Since the time I remember, since the time I can think of, I always wanted to become an actor.
Yeah.
So this is the area where I, find my expression.
I see.
I feel confident. Other than acting, I don't know anything. So I feel very less confident when I'm talking to you. I feel very less. So at times, the other thing that has always interested me in being with the children.
I see.
Especially with underprivileged children.
I see.
I've given a lot of time to them in my theatre days.
Oh, that's fascinating.
Also, I'm here for just to help raise a charity fund for the children, for my Magic Bus NGO, which is doing quite a commendable job in India.
That's fascinating. And tell us about your experience with the National School of Drama.
Okay, I have been rejected 4 times, 4 years actually, consecutively. I've never been to National School of Drama, but I kept on working very hard. Every year, after each and every rejection, it only made me stronger.
They say failure is the first step towards success.
I don't know, but when you are too young, you don't take failures so easily.
That's right.
But I always knew how to take failure. So it challenges me. It makes me work harder.
That's fascinating. And now from drama, I think an attempt at drama, you moved on to television. Tell us about your experience in transitioning from theatre to the small tube.
I have done Bandit Queen when I was doing theatre. And then I shifted to Bombay. To run the kitchen, to fill up my tummy. Hungry tummy, I had to do something.
I know.
So television happened only because of necessity. Because of my desperation to earn some money. But I enjoyed myself thoroughly. I've been a disciplined person. I never took any moment lightly.
So from there you moved on to films in 1994, and give us a little comparison and contrast between working in the television versus working in the movies.
See, acting-wise, there is always a similarity. You are acting for the camera in both the medium. But films are much more relaxed atmosphere. Television is not, because you have to meet the deadline.
I see.
So you have to keep on shooting. It's a very tedious job. For everybody who is working in television. Now television is a huge industry in India, and it is much more paying than films.
I see.
Many of the big names are working on television today.
That's interesting.
Because
Yeah.
television has really evolved in our country.
Yeah.
I really hope that it evolves as greatly as United States.
Yeah, that's true. See, when you act in television, is your approach anything different from when you're acting in movies?
Not really.
Yeah.
No. As I said, both the mediums have camera,
Yeah.
so you are acting for camera.
Oh, okay. So you just watch.
So it doesn't change. It
Yeah.
doesn't change much.
And tell us, obviously Bollywood is a highly competitive arena in terms of entertainment, especially for actors and for anybody for that matter. And you started in 1994, and in 2 decades you've done almost half a century, 50 plus movies.
That's less. That's less. In 20 years, most of them do more than 80 films or 100 films.
Yeah, but again,
But I kept myself very controlled.
I'm going to come to that.
Yeah.
It's not the numbers are important. Like in politics, they say it all matters numbers, but also quality of the production that also has a significant impact on as how well people remember an artist.
Right.
And like that. Okay, tell us about your journey through these 20 years in the film industry.
It has been quite a lot of ups and downs. Initial years were really bad. Looking for a job, trying to make some money to feed myself. But all in all, I would say that God has been very, very kind, and audiences in India have been very kind to an actor like me, because I'm not a regular actor. I'm not somebody who is a very typical Mumbai film industry guy. So I came with a certain idea about myself, about acting, and this is what I have been doing. But to my luck, audiences have been very, very welcoming to me and to my ideas.
Yeah. See, you said you always had a childhood dream to be in the movies or acting.
Right.
Did you have any particular role in your mind? Everybody wants to be a hero or a heroine, depending on their
I did. Most of the people who come to Mumbai, they come there to become heroes.
Heroes, yes.
But with me, I have always made it clear that I came to Bombay to become an actor. And this is what I want to be known. I always wanted to be known as, and this is what I want to be known as.
So, obviously, you've been a very successful actor, and as I said, you worked in 50 plus movies, and you received great accolades for your dacoit role in movie Satya. And maybe you can explain
that was not a dacoit role. That was a gangster role.
Gangster, where you got a lot of awards and all these things. Explain to us how you get into that persona of a negative role when your personality is quite contrasting to that.
In the story, he's very positive.
I see.
But as what he does is something negative. He's a gangster.
That's right.
And those days, the kind of we made a very realistic film on gangster. And it changed the complete course of cinema filmmaking in our country. It has proven to be quite a game changer.
Explain to us. We said that you made a change in what way?
You see films pre-Satya and post-Satya. You see performances pre-Satya and post-Satya. You realize how much industry has changed only because of that one film.
That's fascinating.
It has contributed so much.
Sorry.
No, follow-up question on that. And how do you prepare for something like Gangs of Wasseypur, one of our favorite films? Kind of the same line of questioning, but how do you prepare for that role?
See, it's preparation varies, from role to role. And the craft I have learned the craft by doing theatre for so many years. I've learned it through the years. I keep on learning new things about my craft. But Gangs of Wasseypur demanded a completely, different approach from
Right.
I just went. It kind of challenged me also somewhere. What should I do to make such an ugly, not only ugly looking, ugly behaved, person. Look adorable on the screen. That was the biggest challenge. And to my luck, people loved Sardar Khan with all his disadvantages. So that was the biggest challenge for me. So how I approached and what I did was a very personal journey. It's something I can't say.
But no, we understand. But we can see it on screen. But that is a very interesting journey.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching Triple N Talk Show. I am Dr. Nik Nikam, and my special guest is Mr. Manoj Bajpayee, a leading actor from Bollywood. I forgot to introduce my colleagues here. Next, Anjali who is the director of the India Studies program at the University of Houston, and next to her is Sheila Singh, who is also a professor of sociology. Is that right?
Yeah.
You all can come this side. At the University of Houston, they are quite interested in understanding the role of Bollywood in terms of influencing the culture, and also in terms of propagating Indian culture, heritage, and traditions. So we are so blessed to have Mr. Manoj Bajpayee, who has played so many different characters to share his experience and views about Bollywood, and especially its effect on Indian culture, tradition, and heritage, not only in India but all across the globe. Okay, let's talk about like some of these roles you have been playing. How do you select them, or are there certain roles you say, okay, this is not for me?
The roles which tell me that I am not going to get anything new on the table with this. I don't do that. With each and every performance, one should, mostly I look for something which will challenge me to do something new. Put something new on the table. Which is very important for me. If the role is something that people have seen, or the performance is going to be very stereotypical, or the story is something which is not, though the plot is very nice, but it's not written in a very beautiful manner, then you just say no to them.
I see.
Roles and performances have to be very, very exciting and very new.
Something to bring up.
Because in India, the common person, he has to give a lot of money to watch a film.
That's true, yes.
So for me, it becomes my responsibility that I give him a very new experience. With each and every performance that I do, or a film that I do.
Along the same lines of doing something new, are there any roles or characters that you have not played so far that you would like to see yourself on the screen?
I keep it very open. I always feel that actors should not have a favorite role in his mind. Actors should be open to all the roles, which may get offered to him. Actors should be open to play anybody from the world.
So you see, you played the role of Duryodhana. I mean, obviously Duryodhana is not an adorable character in the epics of Mahabharata.
But in Rajniti, he's very adorable.
Is that right?
So why is adorable? Because this is where I wanted to, tell the world.
That's what I want you to express from your side.
This is what I wanted to tell the world. That we somehow, we created our own good people, and we always supported them. And we forgot to know the side of the other guy.
I see.
So this was my responsibility to show the side of Duryodhana. Because he also felt cheated and betrayed by his own uncle, by his own brothers. Even he had a reason, for being against them. So that I took up that opportunity because I always felt that world should know the voice of the other side too.
Absolutely.
We have this habit of putting somebody in white and putting somebody in black, but we don't care to talk about the grays in white and grays in black. That is the harm that we've done to the world, and only for that reason, when somebody says he's not a good guy, I somehow
I know, yeah.
don't buy this, or he's a bad guy. I don't buy this because nobody can be completely good and nobody can be completely bad.
Yeah.
The person who can be really bad should be put behind the bar,
That's true. Yeah.
or should be sent to the side.
We do Dasra Melas here. I've been deeply involved with Ramayan story and all this, and I have extensively looked at Ravan's life story and all this. It is the same way, he has done so many penance and all these different things, and has pleased so many gods to get all these weapons. But at the end, of course, his.
See, this is that's the way society loves to operate.
I know.
They
Yeah.
love to give tags to people, good guy or
Yeah.
bad guy, simple guy or extravagant guy,
Yeah.
rich guy, poor guy. But we don't work in the middle of it.
Yeah, I know.
We don't work on the core of it.
Yeah.
We don't look at the reasons.
Yeah.
Reasons of it.
That's just.
No, so somewhere we as a world need to change the way we look at people.
I think this is happening even today, but it's in different names and different titles today, and it's happening all over the world. If you look at all this destruction, mass destruction that's going on around, and I think you bring up a very important point to look at things from all different angles.
All different angles. That makes us learn more.
Yeah.
That makes us educate ourselves.
That's true.
It's all about educating yourselves every day. Just by being with you, I'm educating myself. By talking to her, I'm educating myself.
Yeah.
If we are not open to people, if we are not open to
Yeah.
ideas, if we are only interested in looking one aspect of the world, one aspect of each and every human being, somewhere we are losing out on great knowledge that we may get. That's
Yeah.
that has been my feelings since my childhood. I always felt why Duryodhan is so bad,
Yeah.
or why Ravan is so bad.
That's right.
Because nobody can be just bad for no rhyme and
That's
reason.
right.
If somebody is getting really that cruel to you for no reason, that means that person should be behind the bar.
You're absolutely right.
That person should be debarred from the society. Okay, the police should do their job.
On the same line, we teach a class on full Indian cinema. So we take these messages that are put into movies and teach it to Americans
Right.
about Indian culture, Indian society, modernization, women, things like that. Do you think that which messages are particular in films that we can take, especially from
See each and every
From your
story.
end, yeah.
See each and every story always bears a message, but we'll have to look for it.
Yeah.
Films essentially should not try to give a message. Essentially, film's job should narrate the story well, move the audience,
That's true.
create the excitement in them, in learning about the characters and the situations, and ask the audience. They will have different messages for themselves.
Right.
The creative art is such a fantastic
Yes.
medium. That one painting can be looked at by all the people, the hundreds of people, in a different way. But the artist is only one.
That is true.
But there are 100 interpretations. This is our job, to paint it correctly, to paint it with all our heart, and let people take what they want to take. Okay. Let them look the way they want to look. That's why I love being in this profession. I do something thinking something else, but audience reacts very different way, and they take it completely differently, and that teaches me in return.
That's fascinating. You highlighted the importance of showing both sides of the story
Right.
when you're doing this. When we're looking at a bad character, what is inside them, what is motivating them to do, what triggered these things to start with. Because every day we talk about terrorists and all these things, which basically goes back to the same point of what initiated this to start with.
Not only that, if I'm playing a criminal on screen, you are going to see a criminal's life on
That's
screen.
clear.
Okay, because criminal is the center part of the story. So if you're going to see his wife, his child, his love, his betrayal, his emotion, you'll not. My job is to do it so well that they should know the human being.
Person behind it.
The person behind this gruesome act should be seen.
That's true.
Okay. So that's my job. My job is not to categorize people. My job is not to judge my characters that I'm playing. I don't judge them. I just play them.
But you also bring a very important message, and I think that's what maybe distinguishes you from everyday like a negative role person, because you're showing the side of the story of the person as to what brought them to that stage.
See, I've done a film called Shul, which they're showing. If you see the film, the protagonist is a good guy. But in the film, you'll get irritated of his goodness.
I see,
Just like his family does around him.
You get irritated of his goodness. That was my job. To give that interpretation to people that in a modern world, you should question his goodness where he cannot even save his family. You should question him. Can a good guy like him survive in this world? No, he doesn't survive. He goes mad. That was my interpretation, which director, approved of. So even if you give me a good guy, I will look at him differently.
I know.
I'll try to play them differently. If you give me a bad guy, I'll make you know him personally, emotionally. This is my job as an actor.
If you were to get the role as a lead hero, running around trees and finally walking away with the princess, would that be of something of interest to you?
I've never trained myself in that way.
I see,
because I could not see myself doing that. I looked at acting very differently from others, and I trained myself in a very different fashion. So my dancing is definitely not what other stars do. I look bad doing it. So I should just stick to what I have been trained at, and I should entertain people in the manner that I think is right, or I should act in the manner that I have been educated in. So that
is excellent, because we have done a lot of different roles in different films. And what are your next plans? To be a director or a producer or anything like that down the line? I mean, you're still young. You still have a lot of years as a lead actor.
But thank you very much. But sir, if other than acting, I think of anything. It's just but just talking about my performances and other performances, or in the classes, I love doing that. I just love sharing. I love sharing. These are the only times I'm vocal. Otherwise, I'm a very reserved person. I find it very tiring to even talk. When I'm not acting or when I'm not giving interviews, and not talking to the students or talking to the fellow actors about my craft, I find talking very, very tedious. The only thing which can open me up is a glass of wine, nothing else.
On that particular topic, and I have seen some of the other interviews, like when you're off stage, you're quite a sort of a reserved or a sort of a subdued type of person.
Subdued.
Explain to us and that one and your relationship with your spouse and the children and all this.
Both of them,
you adore your daughter.
I'm in love with my daughter. I always thought that I will never, I will never fall in love as much as I've fallen in love with my wife.
Yeah.
When we first met. But after my daughter was born, and now when she's growing, my love for her is getting only intense and intense and intense. So I don't know. You were saying something.
Oh, you said, I saw like some of the interviews, you said you're not the type who would like to be real flashy and all this in meetings and functions and all this.
No.
Explain to us.
Because I don't know, I'm not a cosmopolitan product. My father has been farmer. I'm a son of a farmer. And farmer in India has nothing fancy going on.
That's right.
They wear dhoti and kurta, and they sit on the ground and eat. Until now, we sit on the ground and eat. Because that's the only way I know. I still have to use my hand to eat.
I know.
So I don't know how to wear a tie.
Tie or a bow tie.
It's because I don't belong to that background, and B, and when they started putting tie on me, there was always a help there to put it on for me.
See, nowadays,
so I never learned it.
Nowadays they got all ready-made ties. You just put it on and just pull the strap, then it. Maybe we can get you a couple of those.
The question that I'd like to lead into that, since you've had a modest background and now you're a high profile, obviously.
Right.
We have a question series for any high profile Indian in our Indian Studies department. We wanted to ask you, what does it mean to be Indian to you?
For me, being rooted, being very original. I wouldn't say that other country people are not innocent and honest. Honest and innocent people are everywhere. But being Indian is about being very, very aware about your culture. It's something that we take very, we take a pride in our culture. And culture is not only religion. Mind it.
Correct.
Yes.
Culture is about our folk. Culture is about our agriculture. Culture is about
Diversity.
The diversity.
Yes.
Such a fantastic world that India is. It's the largest democracy and the largest kind of people living there and still living there, and still voting for the government,
You're right.
every 5 years. So it's amazing. If you ask me to shift to any other country, I will not.
I think you got a very
I just love it. I love the chaos of our
Traffic
our country. I just love it. I just love the way people interact with each other. There is always an order in that
Chaos.
Chaos.
Yes.
there is always an order in that chaos, which I just love it.
And this is what we do, and when Anjali and I, we teach about India through your films, about the diversity and the culture and the people. And what message can you give to our American students about India and about Bollywood and everything in general?
I would just tell them, I always, keep myself away from giving advice, because I really feel that the modern generation has everything available to them. With a click of button, they are much more aware than us. They are much more informed than us. They are teaching us every day. All I would, try to tell them, just be rooted. Be rooted. Don't get dazzled or get swayed by the glamour part of anything, even the cinema.
Okay.
You have to look for the stories, be it in real life or on the screen. Look for the original stories, because this is where the creativity lies, and in society, this is where the real people are.
Mr. Bajpayee, let me ask you a couple more questions. I know we're getting late.
They're also waiting.
Yeah.
Huh?
They're also waiting.
Oh, yeah. Okay. And what do you think should be the role of the Bollywood industry, which is a very huge industry, in terms of reflecting Indian culture and also in terms of having a transformation effect, or should it?
You know, without sounding, arrogant, I would love to, emphasize this fact that film industry in India is taxed heavily.
I see. Yeah.
Yeah, heavily.
I see. Yeah.
Audiences are taxed heavily when they buy a ticket.
Yes.
But I don't think any other fraternity, does so much for the society as much
That
as
is
the
true.
film industry does. We are there, whenever there is any calamity.
That's true.
We are there for any kind of a charitable function.
Yeah.
We are just contributing just by being
Yeah.
there. We do our job with the with complete sincerity that no other sector does. Okay. So they have been doing it since the inception of the Indian cinema.
Yeah.
Okay. All the films since the beginning, they've only been catering to the society.
Yes.
They were, be it Raj Kapoor's film or
That's-
V.
yeah.
Shantaram's film, Balraj Sahni's film. Till now, people are, and today when audiences are demanding a lot of entertainment, they are not only entertaining the commercial film industry, they are not only entertaining here in India, they are coming out of India
That's true, yeah.
and trying to entertain people here who are looking for their own songs and dances. So at the same time, these stars make themselves available to any cause of the society. They never, believe me, I never heard about any actor running away from the responsibility of the society. Never. This is the best part about being in this industry.
Should Bollywood influence social behavior in the country or abroad?
No.
Yeah.
So they don't influence social behavior.
Yeah.
What they, my behavior in public has to be responsible.
That's true. Yes.
No matter what I do on the screen, but in public, my behavior should be as a person, I should be a role model.
That's
That has been my my endeavor. As a person, I feel Mr. Amitabh Bachchan is a great ambassador.
That's
for
the
Indian
key
industry.
point. Yes.
This is where because when the people are looking at us, they should only take good things about us. They should learn good things about being Manoj Bajpayee. Not only Manoj Bajpayee is a great actor, but Manoj Bajpayee is a great human being. That they should get.
That's fascinating. Let's conclude with your little promo you did for the Independence Day, and you got millions of hits on YouTube.
Right.
Let's conclude with that one.
See, the social media has become very huge. And I realized it just by being on it. Because I don't know. I don't know how to operate computer because I'm not from the computer age.
Actually, this whole thing is being recorded on a computer.
But I'm on Twitter, on Facebook, and I keep scrolling the Twitter, and I realized that it has become quite a huge medium.
That's right.
So I was anyway contemplating of doing something new, and these people came to me. Was starting a portal called movies.com, and they wanted me to be part of it, to be mentor of them, so that we could showcase cult classic independent cinema and short films and documentary films on that portal. And now I'm part of it. I'm the mentor of the portal, and we are working on it very hard. You can click on it,
I saw that
movies.com, So when I was part of it, I was thinking of, doing a short film. I realized that the strength of the social media. And as I was thinking about it, this gentleman, Vinay Jaiswal, the director, he called me up. He said that I want to make a short film with you on Independence Day, and Independence Day is very close by. So I called him over. He gave me the idea. You won't believe. Within half an hour, I said yes to him.
Yes.
Okay, and in another 5 days, we are through with the film.
Yeah, that's
So I
fascinating.
spoke to Ravina also as she came in, and we shot the film, and it was a
hugely successful movie,
yeah.
and it depicted the life of Indians before and after the independence,
Yes.
and it was really, really classic. Because,
So now the people who are watching this the program, they would be happy to know that for movies.com, after I finish my US trip, I'm going back.
I see, yeah.
I'll be shooting a short film.
I see.
Yeah, again,
Yeah.
one more short film. Because I really feel that, short film is a medium
That's it.
that anybody who has a creative idea can get into.
Absolutely.
And they can put it on on the internet, and it will be available to the crores of people.
That is, instantaneously almost.
Instant. So this is a great medium. The actors who are not getting jobs, they can indulge into it. The directors who have great ideas, but they don't have resources, they can still go ahead and make a short film.
That's true.
And showcase their talent.
Absolutely.
The audiences who don't have time, to go to a theater, watch anything, or in between their job, they can always watch a short film on the phone.
That's right. Absolutely.
They can't watch a full film,
Yeah.
but they can always watch a 5 minutes, 10 minutes film while they are taking a coffee break.
Facebook is great. Like I also saw it through Facebook. It starts spreading out.
Yeah, it's
Still, like for example, our Triple N Media, we got over 600 video clips on YouTube accenting Indian experience here in Houston. So I mean, these are all little small bricks, which eventually build.
So this is what I have been, doing lately, and which really interests me. Other than
mainstream movies.
Other than the movies that I do. And I'm very passionate about it because I'm not doing this movies.com when we started. We haven't started thinking that this is an alternative business now. No, it's not. It's our passion.
That's right. Yeah.
Passion to promote good quality, stuff, creative stuff on the portal. Tomorrow, when my daughter grows up, she'll be very proud to know that my father started this.
I know, yes, absolutely.
Showcasing cult classic independent films and documentaries which people haven't even seen. We are trying to source those documentaries, that people should see. So I just hope that things fall right and we make things really available to the people who are looking for.
Mr. Manoj Bajpayee, it's been a pleasure talking to you. You are very passionate about your acting and also about your interest in expressing, things, and that obviously it shows up in your movies, and hopefully maybe we'll see in much more characters which truly bring some meaning to the character, not besides acting. Anjali, and also from the University of Houston, thank you. And Sheila, it's been thank you. And also I want to, can you come over? We can't see you. Rajanish Chowdhury, who has been instrumental in making all these things happen.
Thank you, Rajanish.
And ladies and gentlemen, you have been watching Triple N Talk Show, and we will talk to you next time. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Great talk.
All right.
Yeah, then it will be a very short like this.